are going to go to the skip here in just a few seconds. We were supposed to talk to this guy, Nicholas Youst, who supposedly has a feud with Keyboy.
Oh, God.
He's nowhere to be found. So we are going to go to Skype. And we are going to bring in my buddy Mark Ryan from the Fifth Fire.
Hey, right on.
And then we got Skeeter Rock here too. Burgess. The whole thing going. There's Mark. How are you, sir?
Good. How are you doing, man?
Pretty good, actually. Sorry about just getting to you. We had the Voodoo Sex Cult on. And
Voodoo Sex Cult.
Yes. We had the Voodoo Sex Cult, and they were talking about all these amazing things, and then Jay had to point out to them that their website was down, and they kind of freaked out. So, we,
Well, if there's ever a delay, if it's for something called the Voodoo Sex Cult, then that's a cool thing. I can't handle that.
Yeah, totally.
Totally.
We were just saying they have vagina on their Facebook page, so
yes.
they pass.
They also said they got banned from the Hard Rock, not the Hard Rock, House of Blues.
House of Blues, because their name wasn't appropriate.
They got banned.
Because their name was inappropriate for Marquee.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I guess he said, I guess the people who own Disneyland own that. But
Yeah.
I haven't seen nothing wrong with it.
It's a bit of a conflict.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
Couldn't they do the first letters, the V, S, C?
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's why Mark's named his band the Fifth Fire, so they can't get banned from places like the House of Blues.
Right.
What's up?
Quantifiably PG-13.
What's up, Mark? It's Burgess. Burgess on the radio.
Hey, Burgess, how are you, man?
Doing good, brother.
It's a small world.
Burgess literally knows everybody.
He does. I've ran into Burgess 2 or 3 times over the last several months. Different occasions.
Yep.
He's
if you're in the scene, you're in the scene. If you're not, you're
not. Right. I won't say where I ran into him at, but
yeah.
Well, yes. Skeeter Rock is here. He's getting ready to go to Africa. I don't know. We're trying to get people to go to Africa with us.
Got 6 seats.
We got 6 seats available, Mark.
6 more wherever we want.
Get a safari. Was that an offer?
We taking the Jiggy right. We taking K-Jag to Africa.
This will be a hell of a deal.
We're gonna be everywhere.
Now, Mark, you guys recently won a Battle of the Bands out at Steel, I understand.
Yeah, back in July.
Tell me a little bit about this, because that was a heck of a deal from what I've heard.
Yeah, we were kind of debating on whether to do it. There's kind of myths about Battle of the Bands and things like that, about their integrity and so forth. So we were kind of debating on doing it, and so we decided why not. We'll go ahead and do it. And somehow we won. We were as surprised as anybody else.
Now, doing something like this has set you guys up for all sorts of stuff coming up. You guys are just rocking and rolling. Tell me a little bit about what's been happening since you guys won this Battle of the Bands deal.
Well, we've been playing pretty steadily. We haven't really done any touring. I think we're going to do that next year, but we got some studio time out of it. We only had 1 song to record, so we did the single, and we worked with Amanda B Productions to do a lyric video.
Yeah.
Of course, we're going to do some work with you guys, which is always, the thing we look forward to the most. Other than that, I think that was mostly some studio time. We haven't cashed in on the other studio yet because we just don't have enough material. But yeah, it's definitely ingrained us to a part of the culture that we were not initially acquainted with. I'll say that.
Now, do you guys have any New Year's Eve plans? Are you planning anything New Year's Eve anywhere? Or?
We had talked about it, but a lot of the clubs told us that they try to shy away. They're kind of they're kind of uncertain about booking anything on New Year's Eve. So we'll kind of see what happens. But as of right now, no, we're not.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to book New Year's Eve shows unless you're like a cover band. I mean, that's,
Which is the
mostly-
craziest
well,
thing in the
that's
world.
mostly what they want on New Year's Eve. They want everybody to play the top 50, 100 from the last
Yeah.
year, and they want their New Year's Eve remixes. And
Not only that, but you have to
Right.
book way ahead in
way in
advance.
yeah.
Like maybe even
I
a
don't
year in
even try,
advance.
I don't even
Get
try to book
paid.
live performing music on New Year's Eve. I always just book my DJ and stuff.
We've got
Yeah.
we've got original musicians. We have Mark on the phone. We have Burgess in studio. We have Skeeter Rock here, and that is just amazing.
And Jay's gonna write a book about it.
Well, and Jay's gonna write a book about the whole thing. It's amazing that we have different musicians from different genres, and they all agree on the fact that you can't get a gig on New Year's Eve unless you're a cover band. That is just sad.
It is.
Yeah, it's not something you really know until you try to take that step and get one, and then you realize, oh, well, I guess that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, and it does because and it's okay. I mean, to be honest, I'd like to play a show on New Year's Eve, but I'd rather enjoy it with everybody else at the
Yes,
same
and
time.
get drunk.
Sure.
Yeah,
That too, and get drunk. There you go.
I don't want to be working.
yeah. Right. I mean, if I'm working, I want to be able to drink while I'm working.
Well, that too.
I don't want to work.
Working when I'm drinking. Shit, it don't even matter.
There
But you
go.
guys
I'll try.
doing some more touring? I know you guys did some awesome touring this summer.
Yeah, we did some Texas dates back in April, and I think we're going to go out west next summer. I think we're going to hit Vegas again.
Sweet.
Maybe do Seattle for the first time. We want to do that for quite a while.
Oh,
That's
right on.
cool.
I know
Seattle.
you guys
Yeah.
you guys went all the way east earlier this year.
Yeah, we made it up to Brooklyn, and did some dates in Ohio, and it was a lot of fun. Definitely a different slice of America on the the Atlantic coast over there.
That's cool.
But it's good to know you guys aren't just setting idle. You guys are dropping the fifth fire coast to coast now. And I like the idea of hearing you guys going west.
And don't forget Central America too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you guys need to go to Central America.
Central America.
Not Central America.
Central
You need to go to-
America?
Like
You need to go to
Kansas.
Brazil.
The Midwest.
Oh, okay.
Midwest.
I misunderstood
Actually-
Jay. She said Central America, and I'm like, okay, well, let's go to Brazil.
Well,
We're already going to Africa. And then all of a sudden she's like, no, Kansas.
Central America.
Well, we
Nebraska.
actually have our guitar player is from Peru, right? And I think he's actually down there right now for the holidays. And so I said to him, I haven't even thought of it. Can you get us booked in Peru? And he kind of laughed. And he's like, yeah. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe we should do that. And I told him, I said, I heard you can drive down there. I heard you don't even have to, you can literally drive. Like there's a peninsula from Mexico to South America that you can actually drive through. He just started Harley laughing. He said, yeah, you could, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. We made it, guys, but our equipment's gone.
It got sold for drugs.
Yeah,
That's right.
We had to trade it for our lives.
He said it would take a month to drive. I'm like, a month to drive it? I'm not quite sure. That might be a little bit of an embellishment, but
Right, but I
Nonetheless.
bet it does take a while.
yeah, it could take a minute. I mean, it's you're driving across all of Mexico there, so.
Yeah. That's driving out of one country, through another country, into another country.
Through all the
Yeah,
little problems in
there goes
between.
Puerto Rico. How you doing?
I wouldn't laugh too bad. I'm sorry, but yeah, you probably should just fly. Or take a boat.
That's right.
Plane.
We have.
Can we strap the drums on our back?
Yeah.
There you go. That's the
Camels.
thing.
Camels.
We've got Mark Ryan with us
That's
today
my
from the
favorite.
Fifth Fire. We also have Jaybird Wells in studio co-hosting with us today. We also have Mr. Burgess Martin, big star stage and screen, and my man Skeeter Rock, who was Swisher Beats in the building, going to Africa. We're gonna take DJ Spawn with us. Apparently, Mark Ryan's gonna be in Peru, so he can't go. But he's gonna be on his month-long drive to Peru. So,
28 days. 28 days.
That's right.
But then you'll have plenty of time to come up with all that new material
Yeah.
you need.
that's right.
Yeah.
Lots of inspiration down there through Tijuana, I'm sure.
Your next album's going to be about some refugee kid, and it's going to be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful.
That'd be a hell of a deal.
Hey, very socially relevant. What can you do?
That's
Yeah,
right.
Right. That's great.
Now, Mark, you guys have got this this new single. Tell me a little bit about this, then we're gonna play it here in a few seconds.
Well, it's kind of came out last year. We were kind of going through what I call a turning phase. Like we lost our guitar player, we parted ways with him, and we was kind of a question mark on the way the beginning of the year was going to start. And then I really got into like the idea of the unicorn, mysticism, and hope, and the new day, holding on to hope, and things like that. So. In a nutshell, that's basically what it's about. Just trying to employ positivity to all the situations you find yourself faced with in life.
Well, we are going to do this. We're going to play this track. We're going to put you on hold on Skype, and I will be back with you here in just a few seconds. And here it is. It is the Fifth Fire. It is a new day, and it is on the world famous Jiggy Jaguar radio show.
A hunt on to try it. The practical quest leads a king to his bed. Your Majesty's guest pledge a vow to the dead. The mischief is smoke, what is broke will be fed. The savage evoke to evoke what's been spread. It's a new day it comes. I'm gonna run away, no run away now. New day it comes. I'm gonna run away. Towering debt, never step well addressed. Well, couldn't be stopped, much less dropped in distress. You've earned all the props, now the top is the best. The staggering lunge into grunge, she's the quest. The practical quest leads a king to his bed. Your Majesty's guest pledge a vow to the dead. Mischief is smoke, what is broke will be fed. The savage evoke to evoke what's been spread. It's a new day it comes. I'm gonna run away, no run away now. A new day it comes. It's gonna run, no run away now. When the pressure point center is in your blood, that stadium match, protect your young one miracle life.
It's a hell of a deal.
Not only did she get pregnant, they supposed to get married.
We're going to bring Mark Ryan back in here. I'm going to talk to Mark while Skeeter Rock talks to them. Mark, there's a heck of a lot going on with this song. How did you organize all this? Good Lord.
Well, we usually take a couple of different approaches. I actually wrote the main riff for that on guitar, which I'm not. Most people close to me know that I'm not a guitar player, but just kind of noodling around, came up with the riff, brought it to the guys, and it came together. It's one of those situations.
That's a hell of a deal. You have put a lot of effort into this, and Skeeter Rock's telling some stories in the background here about some folks, and I didn't want to put Mark through that, so I would just I will talk to you this week.
Yeah, these virgin ears.
Yeah. Now, Burgess, what'd you think of that song? I know you've heard pretty much all their material.
Oh yeah, I love Fifth Fire. Their music's great. I like how I don't know. It sounds like I feel like I'm on a road trip when I listen to this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like
nice.
I can just smell the rainy air coming in through the window, and it just feels like I'm going on a journey. You know what I mean?
That's pretty cool.
Nice. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, Jay, what did you've had quite the day today. We've had the voodoo sex cult. We've had people telling you stories about Skylo. We've and then we get the Fifth Fire on with us. What'd you think of that track?
It's another one. I want to be right there and just right there with you guys playing up on stage. I mean, it sounds so professional, and the transitions were great. And
Thank you.
It made me feel like I was like right up there in the elbow
Making it
area
happen.
and just smelling the sweat from you guys playing. It just felt like I was right there in the room
It's
with
quite
you.
putrid. Let me guarantee you.
Yeah.
Now,
Thank you guys so much, though. Very humbled. Very humbled.
Now, Mark, you tour all over the country. You've been,
Right.
doing this thing. What did you think of the recent closing of Lizard's Lounge down there in Wichita? Because that place has been open forever. And
Yeah, I found out. Oh, yeah.
it's a
I
hell of a
found
deal.
out in a real kind of, informal way. I was having a conversation. We were actually booked there for December, I think, 16th.
Yeah.
And, Kenny just kind of nonchalantly tells me, oh, yeah, they're done. I was like, whoa, but it's an institution for bands. It's really unfortunate that, that was always a place where bands get their start, when they were kind of just finding their footing and needed a gig to get in front of people and, get a little more confidence.
Yep.
And that was we were definitely among that list. That was one of our first Wichita shows. And so it's really sad to see it go, but hopefully it opens the door for something even crazier and cooler to come along.
Well, we've got Mark Ryan with us today, and Mark, before we let you go, what do you guys have planned coming into the new year and further on down the line?
Big deal. First up is this coming Saturday. We got a show at the Steel Bar with Ghost Town Strays and Elephants of Atlantis, of course, where we won the Battle of Bands over the summer.
Yep.
A couple of gigs since then we played there, but this is the one that we're going to be headlining. I really urge everybody to support the Steel Bar, what they're doing. They have an eclectic, kind of model. They've got hip hop acts there. They've got all sorts of stuff going on. So I really want to see them succeed. So you guys should really come check it out. Come check the bands out. Come check the club out. New Year, we're back down in Dallas in January. We got actually another competition thing going on, like a showtime at the Apollo.
That's cool.
If you win, you get to open up for a national act. So pretty cool little deal. Then we'll be back on the road in summer, hopefully.
Awesome. Well, thank you, sir. It was nice to catch up with you, and
You too.
Good work, man.
we will talk to you very soon. I appreciate it, brother. Thanks for being on.
Thanks, guys. Good talking to
Definitely.
you again.
Have yourself a wonderful day. Thanks, brother. Mark Ryan today from the Fifth Fire, and we are going to take a wee little bit of time out, and when we come